Welcome, Transformers fans. My name is Composite EnerJoe, and today we bring you my review of the Transformers Titans Return Voyager class Octane. And here he is in his tanker truck mode, and it's a very nicely detailed and very nice overall look of a tanker truck mode. Octane here is a triple changer. Oh, I also apologize for my voice. I'm not feeling too well, so I'm gonna try and just so there's a good chance this video is gonna be fairly short. So yeah, this is Octane in his tanker truck mode. He is indeed a triple changer and was a triple changer back in Generation 1 as well as in Titans Return. So his other mode is a his three modes are tanker truck, jumbo jet, and like I think either jumbo jet or cargo plane. And his robot mode, obviously. So, this is his tanker truck mode. And I gotta say, this is a very well-designed tanker truck mode. Because you can't tell, like, outside of maybe this pieces and this here, it hides the other two modes very well. Like, it almost looks like this thing doesn't transform. So, I'm very impressed with his tanker truck mode. So, let's get on to his transformation into his jet mode first. Oh, he also comes with two accessories. He comes with this rifle and this twin cannon, which is also one of those the headmaster carrier cannon things. So you can plop a headmaster onto there. So let's get on to a transformation first. What's the first step? It's gonna be first to his jet mode, his cargo plane mode. Then you come in there, separate this, lift up the wings. Then you come in here, rotate there, and then there we go. Line it up like that. Pull this out. Like that. Then you grab this, rotate this back, and then just connect them there. Getting him in between his jet modes, one thing I really like about this figure is the actual transformations. I think they're very, very nice transformations. Getting in between his two vehicle modes is really, really nice and smooth. And you get so it's actually my favorite part of this figure is transforming him. So make sure there is a notch here, right there. You have to line it up for that, for the wings. And there, we're almost done. All that's left is this part, where you just split this apart, lift this up for clearance, and make sure that this attaches there. Same thing on this side. Disregard. Pull that up, and here you just sort of slide that in and pull these down. This middle one can separate, so you can have maybe like a more unique look, but I don't like doing that. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe there's like a variation of this jet that has that, or something that I'm just not aware of. And there we go. This is him in his cargo plane mode, which I'm just gonna call him that. I don't know what this is officially called, but I'm calling it the cargo plane mode. And he doesn't have any landing gear, but his truck mode wheels can actually still be used to roll. Oh, and I forgot to mention this, he does roll quite nicely in his truck mode. So here he is in his cargo plane mode, and it kind of resembles, mainly because of the cockpit, kind of reminds me of a Boeing, probably a Boeing 747 is what this reminds me of. And had it not been that the front of the truck is just right here underneath his wings, I would almost say that this vehicle was yeah. Hold on. Yeah, talking. Just what I wanted to say is that I like the truck mode a little bit better because it hides the jet and robot mode better than this one. So I prefer the truck mode. Out of all of the 3 modes, my favorite is the truck mode because of how well it hides all of the other 2 modes. Unlike here, where you can plainly see. Although I see what they tried to do, but you can tell, you can plainly see that this is just the front halves of the truck right underneath the wing. So had they found another way of hiding this vehicle mode, I would say would almost be perfect. So it's still a nice jet mode. And oh, forgot to mention this. In these pegs here is where you can peg the 2 accessories. Just peg them there on the side. Same for the truck mode. Truck mode is the same thing. Just peg them on those same exact ports to just be facing that way. So with that out, with these modes out of the way, let's get him onto his robot mode. So you pull these out. Yeah, sorry. So you pull these out, pull these up, and take this piece and just fold it like that. Take this piece and bring it down onto these pegs, and you can click it into there. And then, oh, first you have to separate. You have to bring this part out. And then for this part, which is kind of tough, you have to, this is actually on a slider, so you have to slide this forward. There we go. This, turn it, you have to put it back in there. Rotate this down. Actually, before that, you have to come in here and pull out the robot mode foot. Then slide it down. So yeah, I think the best aspect I like about this figure is the actual transformations. They're pretty simple, straightforward, and pretty fun. Pretty fun. I like transforming this guy. Pull the hands out. Then pull out and rotate forward these shoulder towers. And then for the wings, you can do whatever you want with them. But but I think the official way is just to move, is just to sort of turn them around and angle them. So that he has the wings out. Like that. And he is almost in his robot mode. His head is also missing. So let's introduce his headmaster. So you just come in here, and this is where you would store the headmaster in his vehicle mode. Just right in there. And fold this back down. So then here we have Merc. This is Headmaster Merc. And same articulation as all other Headmasters. Arms are on ball joints, head is a ball joint, and that kind of movement. So transforming him into his head mode. And this we have a good look at Octane's head, which is pretty nice. It's a nicely detailed Octane head. That's all I can really say. Looks just like the character. Then just plug it in there. And there we have Octane in his robot mode, which is not bad. I feel it could be a tiny bit better because it feels, I don't know, like I don't know. I get something very weird out of this figure. It could be that the legs are kind of are weird when you like feel them. It's like weird to explain. He doesn't have I have no way of actually explaining it. I just wish that the feet could have been designed a little bit better. And that's about it. To me, I feel that the robot mode is the most uninteresting part. It's still a very solid and great robot mode. but it is kind of boring looking, in my opinion. I still think it's a figure. As a figure, it's fantastic. And you have these nice little shoulder towers. So rotation there. Head is a ball joint. You got an elbow bend there. The swivel there. Can do a fantastic kick. Get a wide range of movements there. Rotation there. And a knee and a little bit of movement there on the foot. So yeah, the articulation is there. It actually has great articulation. Then you have his two weapons here. Which is you have this rifle. Which he just holds. And this double barrel cannon. Which also just holds. Oh, and then the final thing he has is that if you push this button, these sort of towers pop up next to his head. And I think when compared to all of the other Titan's Return Voyagers that have this little gimmick, I feel that this is sort of the weakest one because I don't know what these are supposed to be. Just they're towers. Like all the other ones, you could tell that they were supposed to be some kind of like hidden weapons or something. Or at least that's what I could pretend that they were. But for this one, I have no idea what those are. I can't think of anything. Just they're towers next to his head. So I actually don't like having them out, so I just, leave them in. And yeah, that's it. Nothing more to really say. Overall, Octane is a really solid figure. He's a really solid triple changer as well, since the transformations I actually really like. I think the truck mode is his best mode since it hides the other two modes very well. The jet mode is pretty cool, but I would have liked if the two halves of the truck bits would have been a better transformed away. Like I wish they would have done a better job hiding the truck mode parts in his jet mode. And the robot mode, as solid as it is, feels kind of boring. I don't know how to explain it. But Octane's robot mode just doesn't stand outside of its own. It looks too normal, if that makes any sense. Like compared to if you compare this to other Transformers, Octane just looks kind of okay. He looks kind of average. That's the only way I can describe it. Because I like him, but there's something off about it, and that's the only thing I can come up with. Is that but you know what? That's a super minor complaint. The figure itself is fantastically solid. Just a fantastic figure. I highly recommend him. For some facts, I think the obvious one to get out of the way is that he is a repaint / pretty extensive retool of the Titan's Return Voyager Optimus. Yeah, Laser Optimus Prime, because that's what it looks like because of the tower shoulders and the fact that he came with a sword. And now the more interesting fact is that because of copyright and trademark, this character is technically not called Octane, which is his English name. What they did is that on the boxes, boxes, it would say Decepticon Octane. And they already mentioned that the headmaster's name is Merc. Just making sure I said that. So yeah, his name is Octane on the English boxes. Which, due to copyright and trademarks, they couldn't call him Octane anymore. But they opted to call him by his Japanese name, which is Octone, which means octane. So he is still technically called Octane. They got around the trademark by calling him by his Japanese name. Which is the first time I've ever heard something like that, where they opted to call him by his Japanese name instead of his American name because of trademark. I find that to be the most interesting thing about this figure. But yeah, even though I'm not going to call him Octone, I'm going to call him Octane because that's what he is. Hell, he turns into a tanker truck, which, transports gas and fuel. So Octane, which is a type of gas, makes more sense. So yeah, I'm not going to call him Octone, even though that's what the boxes will say. His name to me will be Octane, because that's who he is. That's who this character is. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Overall, nice figure. Great transformations. Great. I think both of his vehicle modes are really solid and really good. Like I said, jet mode could have done a better job of hiding the truck mode parts. And the robot mode is not bad, even though a little bland in my opinion. Still, fantastic figure. So, this has been my review of the Transformers Titan's Return Voyager class Octane, not Octone, Octane and Merc. This is Composite EnerJoe signing off. Peace out.